Alright, so I managed to catch a Wednesday night preview of Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, and I've just gotta say, this movie is really good. It's solid. It is a great continuation of War for the Planet of the Apes that I was not expecting. Due to the fact of how that movie ends, I'm like, how do you make a sequel based off of that? And I'm gonna be honest, they do a pretty good job. So let's just get right into it with the story, and it is set multiple generations after the events of War for the Planet of the Apes. The Earth is in complete nature mode. There hasn't been enough human civilization to keep the planet looking like it did back when humans were at the prime of living on Earth. And it's an interesting story, especially with how they make you think that humanity is pretty much gone after War for the Planet of the Apes. And it's really cool how they show that. I do have some issues with it, which I'll share later in the video, but in terms of story, solid story, hand grenade score. The cinematics are amazing. The visual effects are so good. I just don't think that the sound mixing was really there, as I didn't feel the same impact from the sound mixing of this movie as in so many others from this year. Like, the first one always to come to think of is Dune Part 2. Like, I just didn't feel the same emotion from the sound design as I have been so much this year and with films. So, and it's also weird because in comparison to the previous ones as well, I don't know if it just was the sound in the cinema when I was watching it, but like a little issue, but not too big. Still a solid hand grenade score. And yeah, director Wes Ball does, I don't know. His movies have a tendency to have a bit of an inconsistent, jumpy narrative structure for some reason in his directing. Like when he directs the film, I always feel like the movie slows to a halt, introduces a brand new element, and then speeds up to try to catch up with the rest of the film. And it's the same issue I had with when he did the Maze Runner trilogy. So I don't know. It's weird. I'll give a Hot Pocket score here because it's still pretty good. Enjoyable for one time, but you might catch on to the issues in pacing when you rewatch this. And acting is so solid from all of this. I love how they always do mocap for this. And I'm going to be honest, I really thought Andy Serkis was involved with this movie in some way, shape, or form, whether he was like a producer or a writer or the director. For some reason, I was really certain he was the director of this film. I don't know why. There was no reason for me to believe that, but I just did for some reason. I don't know. And I will probably never find out why. But yeah, acting, solid hand grenade score as well. But now my expectations and experience, and this is where I'll have a few spoilers, mostly due to how it's not shown in the trailers, and I really need to talk about it to fully understand why I liked the story of this film so much. And that is how they treat Caesar in this movie after generations of him being dead. He has become a legend, and the stories of Caesar have never really been properly passed down, so it's all mixed wording, and it's so funny. It also brings a lot of humor to the movie due to like how the guy interprets it, and then they meet a human and he goes, "Oh, we shall call her Nova," because that's what Caesar would have done, because all humans were called Nova for some reason. And it's like funny little callbacks to the previous installments and how they're unfamiliar with Caesar as much as those original apes were, because they were all revolving around Caesar. And it's really cool. I saw a Letterboxd review on this movie calling Caesar the Lisan al-Gaib of the Planet of the Apes movies, and I had a hearty laugh with that one, and I gotta admit, it's kind of true. But yeah, expectations and experience, solid hand grenade. So yeah, this movie is a certified hand grenade movie. I strongly recommend it. It's such a blast to watch. It definitely requires a in-theaters viewing. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. If you enjoyed, leave a like, Comment down below if you've checked it out or not, and if you're planning on seeing it, and subscribe for more. And other than that, I'll leave you guys to it.